Welcome back, everybody. Today's show is all about things being as easy as 1, 2, 3. Do you have chronic pain, or do you know someone who does? Well, you know what? Treating it could actually be as easy as 1, 2, 3. And Dr. Doug Gateman is here from Aascend Pain Institute to tell us a little bit more about it. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
We talk every time you come about how many people just live with pain and think that that's it, that they've got to live with pain for the rest of their lives, and you know that's just the way it's going to be. And in a lot of cases, that's where you come in. You can make it better.
Yeah, well, we try to reduce the pain. Now, and what I always get patients, well, my doctor said I have to live with this. No, you don't have to live with it. It just depends on your choice. The biggest thing I tell people about pain is you reduce it. And the first thing you reduce is prevent it. So acute pain, chronic pain, you start moving. You want to get moving. So that's the easiest part. And then the other thing is, if you have chronic pain, before you go do something, you're going to do some yard work or whatever, if you can, take some ibuprofen a half hour before you do it. You can do more and the pain's less. So once you have pain, ibuprofen doesn't do a thing. But beforehand, it works great.
Okay.
So a lot of my patients come back and go, that's a fantastic idea, it worked fantastic. So they can do a lot more and the pain's much less. So that does really well. So plan ahead's a huge one.
So, you got, snow's on the way and you're going to be out, shoveling. Take that ibuprofen, like you say, a half hour or so before?
About a half hour. If you can take it, as long as you don't have medications that you can't take it with, that's a big one. The other one is, if you can't take it, well then the conservative stuff is more, you do stretching, home stretching. Stay nice and warm. Chiropractors are fantastic. They do a lot of adjustments, get you moving again. And if that doesn't work, then we start moving up to shots. So you put a little injection in the joints, calm the swelling down and whatnot. So it's stepwise, but there's always something you can do to bring the pain down and get you moving more.
Let's talk about some of the different shots that, the different treatments you do. That's one of those where you can come in, it's quick, and what are some of the results and about how long do some of those last?
Well, it depends on how bad the damage is. If it's arthritis of the back, and it's just like having arthritis of the knee. You have cartilage in there, and if the cartilage is good, it works fantastic. It lasts months, even years, depends on what you do. But if it's worn out, it's bone on bone, it's just like having a bad knee. So knees, they can cut them out and replace them. We can't replace the back. So then what we do, we make the joint numb. And I tell people that brings it about from a 10 to a 2. You can't really feel the joint, but it still swells. So that causes a little irritant, but a 2, most of my patients love it and take it and run.
Right, yeah. But, if they had a choice, a 2 is not too bad.
Yep.
What are some of the other unique treatments that people might not know about that are just making a huge difference when it comes to pain these days?
Well, the big ones are more the implantable devices nowadays. The biggest one that's been around for 20 years, 30 years now, is spinal cord stimulation. That's fantastic for people who have diabetes, the neuropathy where their hands start getting painful, neuropathy and their feet start getting painful. It takes the pain and changes it into tingling. So the pain, they love it. They have a big smile on their face when they get going. So it's like, wow, pain's gone. I actually walk now because my feet don't hurt. You can do that for pinched nerves. Some back pains get covered by it. That's the big one. It just depends on where you put it, and the programming's huge. You got to program it toward the patient. So it's not just one-shot cooking. You have to, it's very specific for the patient.
And that's kind of what you guys do, is you go through different steps to, whatever it takes to try and, make it better. Are you amazed at how many people just come to you and it's been forever and they haven't sought out help? And it's like, oh, you should have come to me before. I could have helped you out.
I always sort of giggle when I come in and say, you're my last hope. So he started at the wrong end. You get that all the time. And it's like, well, let's start making a plan. A, B, C, here's what you're going to do. And we're going to start eliminating the worst pain, then start going down the line. And that usually works. And we're bringing a little piece pain, little piece down, and it starts bringing it down slowly by all sorts of things, medications, physical therapy, injections, whatever it takes to bring it down. If you're pain-free, you get lucky.
Right. But still, life-changing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a 10 to a 2, that's a big difference.
Yep.
So, yeah, especially during the holidays when you want to be enjoying it like everybody else is. So,
oh, for sure.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Doctor. Appreciate it.
Thanks for being here.
And if you have chronic pain, know somebody who does, and you want to try and find an answer, Dr. Doug Gateman at Aascend Pain Institute. Now we're going to make those crepes, so hopefully, Doctor, you're going to stick around. Sure. We're going to do some French cooking and tell you about our next big night out. It's going to be a ton of fun, so stay with us.